It is so elusive. And everything in life is almost a balance. You know, we use the phone for all the good things, but then it also has all these bad things. So how do we find the balance between the good and the bad? That is very difficult to do. I think when it comes to having a work-life balance, it's important to have a schedule, like I had talked about earlier. It's important to know when your deadlines are so you can prioritize the things that you need to do in the daytime when you're the most energetic. But then it's also important to schedule, you know, family time, or schedule a date with your partner, or scheduling playtime with your kids. So it sounds almost counterintuitive to schedule fun, but I think when you can schedule work, you and schedule fun, schedule your exercise, schedule your sleep, you're better at balancing all of these different things. The other thing I, tend to tell younger people who are in college is that work-life balance isn't partying the week before the test, then studying really hard and still getting that A. That is not healthy. That is a very stressful situation to put yourself into. It means that you need to, you can still party, whatever that means to people, but you can still party, you can still study, but you need to do it in healthy doses and in healthy ways while still being able to sleep, eat, and exercise properly. Work-life balance means finding the time to take care of the things that you need to do in order to be successful, and then creating time for the things you need to enjoy. So all in moderation and balance, and I think that's one of the things that, especially as women, we tend to not create time for ourselves, to take care of ourselves. We're so busy working, we're so busy taking care of the household, our kids, that we neglect ourselves. But that, is a disservice, because if you don't take care of yourself, eventually that will catch up to you, and then you won't even be able to take care of others. I think the other, if we have to work, if work is really hard, then structure your time at work properly. So take set breaks if needed. Know your weaknesses and strengths. So that means that, for example, if at 3 p.m. is when I get tired, I might schedule a break, from 3 to 3:15, where I can maybe just step outside and get some fresh air. And just that simple break will reset me. So know your strengths and weaknesses so that you can schedule things accordingly. The other thing, is finding a job that not only do you enjoy, but also promotes a work-life balance. And for me, I'm very lucky because I'm in dermatology, and in the US, I get to do everything that I like. So I do a lot of procedures, I see patients, but I come home by 5 p.m. and I'm not on call very much. And so all of those things help promote a work-life balance for me. Learning to say no, I think it's one of the things we're not really taught to do. We keep on adding more and more and more things to our plate until we get so stressed and burnt out. And that, isn't helpful to anybody involved in that situation. So learn to say no. If you can't do something, or you don't have time to do something, then say, let's do it at a time when, I don't have so much on my plate. And I think I'd spoken about this earlier. You cannot achieve external balance without internal balance. So if you are prone to anxiety and depression, then it's even harder to find this internal balance. And that is where meditation really, really helps. I think it promotes such a sense of well-being that you can't really find with any other activity. And when it's combined with other healthy things like good sleep, friendships, lasting relationships, it really adds a lot of value to your life.